Great player, good person as well. She's been great, and I'm really excited for her at this next stage in her career.
Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time leading scorer in major college basketball. Another forever moment for this transformational superstar.
Did you hear what JuJu Watkins said about Caitlin Clark? The basketball world is buzzing, and the usual suspects in the WNBA are scrambling to keep their cool. Imagine this. A 19-year-old college player is showing more class respect and leadership than veterans who have been in the league for years. Watkins just spoke the truth, and it is shaking up a league that clearly needs a wake-up call. Angel Reese is not happy that Watkins is defending Clark.
After spending the last 12 or so months complaining about being sexualized, after spending the last 12 months complaining about the dirty messages that she receives from lonely men on social media, Angel Reese, she was given the cover of the winter edition of Vogue magazine.
Let us set the stage. The WNBA is starting to look more like a drama series, and Angel Reese seems determined to be the main character. Case in point, the over-the-top hype surrounding her Vogue cover. You would think she reinvented the game with how
Angel Reese, who the media wants you to believe is the face of the WNBA, when at minimum, she is the co-star in this box office drama.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark just earned Times Athlete of the Year, one of the most prestigious honors in all of sports, and the league barely acknowledged it. It is almost laughable. Clark's accomplishments are massive, but the WNBA seems focused on the wrong highlight reel.
What would you say was the greater accomplishment? The cover of Vogue magazine or Athlete of the Year? Without a doubt, Athlete of the Year is the far greater honor. So I am incredibly confused with the difference in response to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Let us be real. Vogue is a milestone in pop culture, but it is far from the pinnacle of achievement. Times Athlete of the Year is a global honor that puts Clark in the same category as icons like LeBron James and Simone Biles, athletes who have redefined their sports. The difference is massive. One recognition celebrates true greatness, the other is a fleeting moment in the spotlight. Reese may be trendy, but Clark's awards are legendary.
You guys tell me, what would be the bigger accomplishment? Landing the cover of Vogue or being named Athlete of the Year by Time magazine? Not Female Athlete of the Year, I'm talking about Athlete of the Year, which means if you won the award, you were competing with legends like Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Donnie Carr.
And here's the twist, the WNBA can't seem to get its priorities straight. They're pushing Reese's Vogue moment as if it's the most important thing to happen to the league in years. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's historic achievements are treated like an afterthought. It's almost embarrassing to watch how they're spinning the narrative, and JuJu Watkins is not having any of it.
Kidding aside, I am happy for Angel Reese. Judging by some of her comments, Angel Reese dreams of being a fashion icon, which makes sense. I mean, seriously. What child grows up with dreams of becoming a dump diver in the WNBA? What child grows up with dreams of playing pretend basketball in empty high school gym?
What we're witnessing isn't just a contrast in achievements, it's a case study in how the WNBA chooses to focus its attention. Caitlin Clark is out here elevating the game to unprecedented heights, proving that women's basketball belongs on the global stage. Angel Reese, she's busy collecting compliments for herself. The difference couldn't be clearer when it comes to Caitlin Clark's latest jaw-dropping achievements. The WNBA's reaction has been silence. It's almost as if they're terrified of what Clark represents. This isn't just any player we're talking about. Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent, a game changer who's rewriting the rules of women's basketball instead of celebrating her like the superstar. The league is acting like she doesn't even exist. It's absurd.
Although I am happy for Angel Reese for achieving her lifelong dream of landing the cover of Vogue magazine and being viewed as a fashion icon, I thought the celebration from the media was a bit strange. Some might even call it hypocritical.
So how did the WNBA respond to Clark being named Times Athlete of the Year? Oh, you're going to love this. Instead of rolling out the red carpet or even offering a simple congratulatory tweet, they chose to ghost her. That's right, crickets. It's like they've entered some alternate reality where Clark's monumental success doesn't even register. But here's where things get really interesting. While the WNBA is busy pretending, Clark's not carrying the league on her back. The rest of the sports world has taken notice. Clark isn't just being compared to her peers in women's basketball anymore. She's being mentioned alongside the biggest names in all of sports. That's a big deal, folks, and yet the WNBA seems determined to treat her like an afterthought.
Angel Reese was celebrated for landing the cover of some magazine that no one reads anymore, while Caitlin Clark, she was vilified.
You'd think the league would be thrilled about having a superstar who's single-handedly packing arenas. We're talking about sold-out games everywhere she goes. Meanwhile, most WNBA games struggle to fill seats. The contrast is staggering, but instead of leveraging Clark's star power, the league's acting like her success is a problem to be managed, not a triumph to be celebrated.
This is how Caitlin Clark was treated by jealous players who directly benefit from her star power. It's also how she was treated by those in the media who also benefit from the drawing power of Caitlin Clark.
What's really going on here? It's almost like the WNBA is scared of success, especially when it comes in the form of Caitlin Clark. She's drawing crowds and breaking records, but instead of riding the wave, the league seems intent on pretending it's not happening. It's a bizarre case of self-sabotage.
Caitlin Clark was pressured by the media to share her honor with unknown and undeserving WNBA players who contributed absolutely nothing to the elevation of the league last season.
And here's the twist. While the WNBA continues to fumble the bag, other players are stepping up and giving Clark the respect she deserves. Enter JuJu Watkins, the 19-year-old phenom who's wise beyond her years. Watkins openly praised Clark's influence, showing more maturity than the entire WNBA combined. Imagine that a teenager recognizing greatness while the league itself refuses to.
I've been saying this for a while now. This is one of the main problems with the WNBA. They want to pick and choose which players are celebrated. They want to tell you who you should support.
Clark isn't just a star, she's a movement. She's transcending the sport, competing with the biggest names across all of athletics. But instead of celebrating her, the WNBA is acting like her rise is something to fear. It's laughable, really. And as the league continues its awkward dance around Clark's success, Watkins is over here dropping truth bombs that have everyone talking.
After reading her recent interview with Fox News, JuJu Watkins, she has earned some of my respect. After reading this interview with Fox News, it became abundantly clear that JuJu Watkins, she gets it.
So what's the WNBA's endgame here? Are they seriously hoping Clark's influence will just fade away? Spoiler alert, that's not happening. She's bringing unprecedented attention to women's basketball. And their response is radio silence. Meanwhile, players like Watkins are proving that the next generation of athletes gets it. They see the bigger picture.
Asked her about the influx of attention that Caitlin Clark brought to women's basketball. Here is what JuJu Watkins said. So many new fans in the sport can sometimes be a headache. Not everyone knows what they're talking about, but it's great for the sport. The fact that people are watching is enough in itself. We would like it to be positive, but it's not always going to be like that. As long as we continue to raise the numbers and viewership goes up, I think that's all we can ask for.
JuJu Watkins isn't just excelling on the court. She's showing the league how to embrace success at just 19. She's already doing what the WNBA should have done ages ago, giving Caitlin Clark the recognition she deserves and proving that women's basketball deserves to be on the world stage. It's almost poetic. While the WNBA fumbles, it's the youngest voices who are stepping up to lead the way.
During the interview, JuJu Watkins was asked about negative fans, or as Angel Reese would call them, the haters. This would be the point of the interview where Angel Reese would clap back at the haters. What does JuJu Watkins do? She basically tells Fox News that she obviously wants fans to like her, but if they end up being against her, that's okay too, because at least they're watching.